Hello, grade threes. I am here to save the day. I didn't totally trust Tim, Moby, and Annie. And sometimes we gotta slow down to speed up our learning. So I'm here because I wanted to make sure that you were cool and comfortable with fact families. And as I've told you before, sometimes we have to slow down. We gotta go back to what we know to help us understand what's new. I know we did all of this before our classrooms and everything changed, but I still want to come back and help you review a little bit. So we're going to go back to adding and subtracting. We've got our fact family. We all know in a fact family there's 4 equations, 2 are adding, 2 are subtracting. And we also know in a fact family that there are 3 members and they don't change. So not allowed to have babies, nobody's allowed to go anywhere. 3 members stay the same. Now, we also know that there's a big guy in there, and that big guy is in different spots when we add and when we subtract. So, when we add, we know the big guy goes last. And when he's last, he's called the sum. However, when we subtract, the big guy goes first. And then he is called an addend? I forget. I'd have to look that up. Look at that. I still have to refresh my memory too. So let's practice. Let's pretend that we had 5, 8, and 3. So we know the big guy goes last. Who's our big guy? 8. You're right. So 8 would go last in both of our adding, and he would go first in both of our subtracting. Oops, sorry. Then we switch our equations around for the other 2. So 5 plus 3 equals 8, and 3 plus 5 equals 8. Then, when we subtract, same thing, easy peasy. 8 minus 5 equals 3, and 8 minus 3 equals 5. I bet you all remembered this. No problem. Okay, so now we're moving on. Multiplication and division. It really is just as simple. Let's look. So, when we multiply, same thing. 3 family members don't change. We have to keep the same people. And same as when we divide. Similar as adding and subtracting. The big guy goes last when we multiply, and he's called our product. And he goes first when we divide, and that is our quotient. So, let's practice. If we had 5, 4, and 20. Well, we know the big guy goes last for our product. So 20, 20, and then we're going to switch them around. So 5 times, or groups of 4, equals 20, and 4 times 5 equals 20. Now to the division, our newest. 20 divided by 5 equals 4, and 20 divided by 4 equals 5. When we multiplied, we said sometimes the multiplication can be said as groups of. Same as when we divide, but it would actually be said as shared by. So 20 shared by 5 would equal 4. 20 shared by 4 would equal 5. I hope this helps you with our fact families and helps to make a little bit of sense as you're doing your assignments for this week. Again, you can always message me if you have any questions. I am here to save the day.